Jacksonville was just rated the worst large housing market in the entire country. And if you saw the headline and it scared you, you're already living here. Or you're like, wait a second, what? I need to have you stay right here because I'm a realtor who lives here, who works here, and I'm going to tell you exactly what's going on in the real estate market here in the Metro Jacksonville area. Thanks so much for sticking around, friends. My name's Nicole Smith. I am a local realtor here in the Metro Jacksonville area. Before we get started, if you could do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe, follow, and share this, I would greatly appreciate it. I know the real numbers here and I know the real data here. And I want you to just know that I'm not going to just dismiss this study. But the point is, they're looking at different factors that don't really measure up to what the real truth here is. So let's get to it. So what happened? A company called Construction Coverage, they do a national real estate analysis. They rank Jacksonville dead last among large U.S. cities. Last, number 0, the worst. They use these 3 main factors. 1, the home buying price growth. 2, the bidding competition. And 3, time homes spent on the market. Now listen, let's be fair. I'm not going to sit here and trash this, but those things they measured, they're not real. Those are things they measure in a whole different type of market. Right now, our prices have come down significantly since the pandemic peak. Homes are sitting much longer and longer than they did back in 2021 and 22. And bidding wars, there are still some, but definitely they're right on that. There are not as many as they were. We're not getting like 15 offers on one house on every single home here. It's just not happening. Some of the really good ones, they are still going into bidding, but that's kind of rare. So that is so true. But as this is big for them to put this headline out there, let's measure the proper things, okay? That is what they call a hot seller's market. That's maybe what they measure in a hot seller's market. And what I'm calling, and what they are calling the worst market, buyers are calling the best opportunity they've had in 4 years. So if you want to know the truth, put down truth. Write down in the comments and I'll send you over the latest data from our MLS that have real numbers, real houses, real closing, the real data, okay? Make sure you put down truth. Now let's just go into it, because what the study really left out, and this is where it gets very interesting, is the National Association of Realtors, called NAR, they named Jacksonville a top 10 hotspot for 2026. They looked at job growth, income gains, the balance between prices and wages. That's a different set of factors, and Jacksonville made the list. So Jacksonville is the number 1 market for first-time home buyers. That is ranked from Redfin. They just put that out. And we have some awesome first-time home buying programs here. We have the Hometown Heroes in Florida, in Jacksonville and Duval. We have Florida to Assist and H2H programs. So if you're a first-time buyer, this is a great opportunity for you to get some help with your down payment and closing costs. And maybe you saw my video from last week or not, but Miami, those buyers are coming. They are coming to Jacksonville. That is the number 1 city right now for people moving from Miami to Jacksonville. New York is up there, and so is Washington, D.C. So if you're in the Miami, you're watching right now, make sure you message me today, because I can get you exactly what you're looking for, and you're going to have a much more comfortable life here. So let's look at the numbers, okay? Look here on the screen. Median sale price in Jax as of April 2026 is $390,000. Miami, $674,000. Days on market, 35 days. Miami, much higher. Our inventory right now, we have 7,098 homes for sale. Miami, far less. Our MLS listings, new ones, we're up 1.7% from March. Miami is declining. The property tax rate in Duval is 0.77%, and in Miami-Dade, it is 1.94%. That is a much higher tax rate. Our homeowners insurance here, Jacksonville between $2,100 and $2,400, and Miami is $4,200 to $5,300. Let's see, okay? Homes are selling 35 days on average. That is not a dead market, okay? This is a normalizing market, and NEFAR President Kim Knapp herself said, I'm quoting her here, the data shows the market conditions are continuing to normalize and become more balanced across Northeast Florida. More balanced, that's what they're calling the worst. I call that an opportunity. If you're trying to figure out if now is the right time for you specifically, let's book a free consultation. The calendar link will be below. Now let's see, who is this market great for? Right now, if you're considering making a move to Northeast Florida and you're in Miami, like I said, this is a great opportunity for you. Absolutely. If you are living there and wondering, wow, what am I doing? What? My price of my rent went up, the taxes went up, this went up, that went up. Right, I've transplanted myself, but guess what? I can help you make that transaction very smooth. So let's just talk about it. And now, my first time home buyers, this market is for you. We have more inventory. That means more choices. Sellers are more willing to negotiate. There's builders incentives. And I already talked about the assistant program. So whatever program works best for you, we're going to try them all and see what is best for you in your budget and your financial situation. Now, my 55 and over and retirees, Jacksonville, we have over 22 55 plus activities if that's something you're looking for. And that's from Fernandina all the way to Palm Coast. Their pricing, between $300,000 and $400,000. There are some higher and there's some a little bit lower if you're going into a condo. My military families you are PCSing here. NAS Jacksonville is one of the largest naval stations in the Southeast. We also have Mayport, and we have programs like the Hometown Heroes that were made for you. So you're going to find great neighborhoods around that base. There's Fleming Island, there's Oakleaf, there's Middleburg. And if you want to go all the way to Green Cove Springs, guess what? You can go there too. Wonderful opportunities for all. Wait or think carefully. If you're an investor, if you're a flipper, and you bought in the peak of 2022, this may not be a good time for you. I would suggest holding, waiting. If your home needs a lot of work and you're not willing to price it right, you may want to wait too. They are wanting clean inspections. The buyers are wanting to look at your insurance. They're wanting to know if you've made claims. They have more choices and they're being pickier. So this market, you're either going to have to be really patient, or you're going to have to put some money into your home, or you're going to have to price it right. So this market may not be as ideal for you. But right now, you do have options. When you're a seller, if the price of your house isn't right and you're not getting offers within the first 2 weeks, that's what usually the problem is location. It is how great of shape it is, or the price, the condition. Those are the things you can change, is the condition and the price. You cannot change the location. So you have to really think that this might not be a market for you to sell in. So was Jacksonville ranked the worst housing market in America according to the study? Using 3 metrics designed to measure a hot seller's market. Yes, but is that the whole story? Absolutely not. Jacksonville is still one of the most affordable major cities in Florida. We're still seeing steady buyer demand. We're still attracting people from all over the country, not just South Florida, but all over the country. They are moving here. And when you ask people who moved here, most of them will say the same thing. You know what? I was tired of winter. I was tired of this rat race. I was tired of the high taxes. These are the three of the top that I get people who are moving here. And I moved here for the weather, and I absolutely love it. I always say, if you're having to grind out your 9 to 5, you might as well do it in paradise. I'm not shoveling snow ever again. Thank you very much. And you know what? I'm so grateful that you're here, and make sure you check out one of my other videos, because I've done a lot of other communities. If you want to see some of the communities or see some of my other tips, make sure you check those out. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, my calendar link is going to be below. So as I always say, life is too short not to love where you're living, and I am living the dream in Jacksonville, Florida, and I would love to be a realtor. So reach out to me today and let's get a plan in place. Till next time, stay safe and God bless.